Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video by Reviews on Anything. My name is Peter and today we're having a look at the LEATHERMAN Sidekick, which is a multi-tool of course. It comes in this nice nylon sheath that has a button and a clip for your belt on the back, so you can, or not a clip, a loop rather, so you can hang it on your belt and have it sort of at hand at all times, which is nice little accessory. You also get a carabiner style multi-tool in the box. Which has no bottle opener and a hex drive slot and so on, nothing too crazy. But the main star of the show is of course here the LEATHERMAN Sidekick itself. Now this is a multi-tool with 14 tools in it, and for size comparison here I have a regular set of pliers, some sunglasses and the tiny LEATHERMAN squirt. So I will do a review on that one as well of course, but this is about the big LEATHERMAN. In comparison you can see how big it is here. It weighs about 200 grams, which is not entirely correct as we'll see later in the video, but 14 tools in this little multi-tool like I said. That is right away one of the downsides. Obviously you cannot put an entire tool chest in one multi-tool because then it's going to be way too thick and way too heavy. You always have to compromise on the selection of tools available. But then again, LEATHERMAN makes so many tools that there is always an option out there for you that fits your needs the best. Of course, the iconic LEATHERMAN pliers on the top, you can see them here in comparison with the regular pliers I showed earlier, pretty much exactly the same size, just a slightly shorter head. So, you know, very reliable set of pliers that you can certainly use. That's actually the case with most LEATHERMAN tools, especially this one as well. It is a very robust tool that is made to be used. And this is true for pretty much all LEATHERMANs of all sizes, including this small one. Obviously, the big one can tackle way bigger actual jobs, but the small one is still a very solid tool. So really, no matter what LEATHERMAN you pick, it is certainly going to get most jobs done. Now let's run to the tool quickly. You got the pliers on the top of course, and the wire cutters built in. You can see that the knife and the saw that I'll show later are on the inside, so actually the outside of the tool when you don't use the pliers. And the rest of the tools are now on the outside, which means you always have to fold it out in order to use the screwdriver or the Phillips head, which is a little bit annoying if you ask me, because those are things you'll probably use more often than the pliers. And it's a bit cumbersome to have to get the whole pliers out and sort of unfold the whole tool in order to use a bottle opener like you can see on this side of the tool. There's also a nail file included and a pretty pointless measurement stick. There's also a wire stripper included here, this little ring. And all these tools, again, you sort of have to open the whole device before you can get to them, which is, again, slightly annoying, depending a bit on your use cases, of course. What is nice is that when you fold it up, the saw and the knife blade are here on the outside of the tool, directly accessible, and they lock into place. So you don't have to open the tool in order to get to these. So assuming you use the knife and the saw most often, this is a fine construction. But for example, if you look at the free P4 series, then all the tools are on the outside, which is much more practical. The locking mechanism is quite nice, especially for these sharp tools that you'll probably be using with a bit of force. So it's quite nice that they are on the outside. You can use them with one thumb if you want to, and then they lock into place. It is not the biggest knife in the world. It is about 6.6 centimeters long, checking my notes, and the whole tool is about just under 10 centimeters long. Now price-wise, you can go as crazy as you want with LEATHERMAN. Obviously, the more tools and the more rugged it gets, the more expensive it gets. This one is about 80 euros here in the Netherlands, and I bought this one as sort of the first tool, the first step into the EDC tool world for my 7-year-old son. I bought this one in particular because it was on the cheaper side, but also because it has all the tools that he might need. So the knife is, you know, a decent bit of knife, and the tool itself gives a bit more functionality than just a pocket knife. So I thought that was quite a nice combination for a small boy to get started with a bit of bushcraft and a bit of, you know, building a few things, helping in and around the house with his multi-tool. Now, I'm pretty sure you know how a screwdriver works, and I'm pretty sure you've also seen a set of pliers in action, so I'm just going to compare it to a few other tools. You can see here that it weighs 187 grams, which is a lot less than the 200 claimed on the website. So not too heavy. If you compare it to this tiny squirt one, it is quite heavy, of course. This one with the key hanger weighs less than 70 grams, so super light, but that's really a keychain tool. And if we compare it to the pliers we saw earlier, you can see that it is nearly as heavy as the whole LEATHERMAN. So I think overall this is a nice all-round tool. Like I said, for my 7-year-old son, a very nice first step into sort of bushcraft, multi-tools, EDC, that kind of stuff. But for anybody that is looking for an all-round multi-tool, this is a great start. That won't break the bank, has the Leatherman high quality. There's no real downsides to it, obviously, besides the lack of other tools, but then you are looking at very different price points. And that was it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope to catch you guys in the next video. Cheers!